Hey, good morning to you, or afternoon, I guess. It could be evening. Never thought of that. Okay, so, yeah, my son's guitar, he's got this Fender Acoustic. It's not a super high range. It's like what you would think of as a Squire. So he got this acoustic guitar for practically nothing, less, maybe 60 bucks. I can't remember, 70 bucks. And he wanted to upgrade it. So I think in all, the purchases to upgrade and the guitar was like 70 bucks, all that. So, anyways, we decided to upgrade it, and here I'm just replacing the bridge, marking the slot, the string slots on the bridge for the new one. The new one is the black one, which you'll see me putting in. This is how I mark them. I put them together and I put a slight little indentation at each slot of the old nut onto the new nut, not nut bridge, excuse me. Yeah, there you can see the little indentations. I don't put deep grooves into them. The string just needs to be held in place. And if the slots are in the right position, there's no reason why they'd go out of that slot. Now, the nut, based on how the head is built and where the tuners are, that will need to be deeper so that your strings don't pull out. Because sometimes, like on a Gibson Les Paul, the tuning gears are so far, like the D string and the G string are so far off to the outer sides of the head that there's a lot of tension pulling left and right, and it will pull it right out of the slot if it's not deep enough. That's not the case with the bridge. I just cut it deep enough for it to just kind of set in there just a little teeny bit. The height, I think I may have already cut. I just ground it down on a sander and then brought it in and took it down further on some regular, maybe 300 grit or something like that. Okay, I'm shimming it. It must have been short to begin with. We got it from the okay, yes, that's the case. We got it from the place online, and it was short. And rather than sending it back and ordering another one, we just made a shim. I say we worked on this together. A lot of it was me, but you'll see him in here too. So I'll just refer to the stuff I'm doing as we, because you will see here. Oh, there we go. What are we doing here? We got a sandpaper. Oh, a sand. Yeah, there's the sandpaper. Sanding the shim for narrowness. Okay. What we can do from this point on is kind of fast forward through some of this stuff. You don't want to watch an hour of me sanding. Surprisingly, this guitar, for the price, even new, played pretty nicely. And by the time we got the nut at the right height and the bridge at the right height and adjusted all the things we need, frets and truss rod, it played pretty nice. I'll get a sound bite of it and put it on here. Sample, I guess it's called nowadays. Yeah, it's a dreadnought style guitar. We ended up putting a really, really nice, sounds very, what is it called? Arrogant. I put a pretty cool looking pickguard on it. It's my son's idea and his concept and my design. You'll see in here a bit what it looks like.
Yeah, these are nice socks. Good size.
Nice.
No, I have dog hair on them.
Yep.
You see that nut?
A nut?
Yeah. This thing right here.
Yes. Oh, that's a nut. I see the nut in it. Oh, what's that?
Took a little bit of the guitar with it. They just usually put a little drop of glue.
I didn't even realize they were on that.
Yeah.
I thought they were weak,
they
but
put
the
it-
pressure holds it down, I guess.
Yeah, some aren't even glued. They're just sitting in a little notch
Oh.
like this. That's not glued either.
Oh.
Okay, let's get this. Get real close on this. Oh, this is the old one.
You got another
I
one?
don't need to worry about that.
Where'd this guitar come from?
Dane can tell you that.
Marketplace for $15.
Oh, okay.
It's a $200 guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be like a $300 guitar because we're putting
Customizing
gold
everything.
plated frets.
Wow!
That looks just about right.
It's pretty good.
Let me see the
I like
original.
the shape of it.
I do too. Well, because it should only have one point where it rests on there, and this one isn't as nice as the one that this one. This is nicer material. Well, I can't say that. It's got a job to do, and it does the job. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much perfect.
Nice.
Okay, super glue. You want me super glue?
Mm-hmm. You want me to?
Uh-huh.
Sweat is running down my neck.
You could videotape like me. Oh, it is. Oh, sweetheart. I got this. Good. Push. I can't get the super glue open. I hate super glue with a passion.
Yes.
Okay, so super glue. Oh my gosh. It sticks to anything you don't want it to and nothing you want it to. It's just so frustrating. So I cut a spot in it because I can't get the freaking lid off. And I'm using what's coming out of the cut to super glue this on. I just need 2 little drops. With a nut, my opinion is you do not want a super solid fit, or not. You want a solid fit for a sustain, but you don't want a what's the word I'm looking for? A something that's going to be hard to release if you need to change it or work on it apart from the guitar. So just a couple drops, teeny drops of super glue will keep it on there, but then it will pop right off as you saw earlier, just with a screwdriver, the end of anything, just something solid, and a little something to use as a hammer. I used vice grips in my situation. So our next project here is the hole that the end strap pin fits into is just too big. We got, instead of screwing in the peg, we've got a pressure fitted peg, that's the wrong word, strap pin. And it's the hole previously there's my son Dane. The hole that previously held the strap pin was too large. So we're using a chopstick here. It's made out of bamboo, which is really strong, tough wood. Hard is the word. Just lining it up with a lot of super glue in this case, which you don't need. They recommend a drop per square inch. Too much, it just takes too long to dry. But it's a thin layer, so it shouldn't take long. I'm pushing it in there until it, sorry you're not seeing this on camera, but the chopstick, of course, gets bigger as it approaches the far end of it. And so we're just pushing it in there and twisting until it stops. Then what do we do next? Because you could just use that as a strap pin. Out of your strap would never slide off. So we just lost a bit of the process there. I cut that off with a saw, of course, and now I'm sanding it flush after I taped it to make sure I don't get the guitar in the process. Just using a block. I used to not do this, and people kept saying use a block, and I thought, well, I can't figure out why, and they'd say because if you don't use a block, then the shape of your hand will be what's the pressure is, which will deform the surface of what you're sanding into the shape of your hand, or otherwise something wobbly. That's my technical term for it. Yeah, you just want to put something down there and use a block so that what you're sanding is very flat. Okay, here we go. brass. I think they're brass, or maybe they're plated, or maybe they're just some alloy. I don't know. They feel like brass. They look like brass. I'm assuming they're brass. They fit so tight. This is not good. That never figured out why that wouldn't go in. Well, there's some of these that won't go in, and we had to go in there and ream out a better hole for each one of them. Now, here's something that I don't know. I didn't realize this for quite some time. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm being modest. Yeah, you want to take the string, when putting the string in the hole, take a pencil or a whammy bar, whatever, something round and not too much of a diameter. Wrap your string around it from the ball end, just to create a curve, a nice half circle curve. Then take it and stick it in the hole, put your peg in, and then pull your string up. What that does is the ball doesn't get caught on the end of the peg. A lot of people think it's supposed to be on the end of the peg. It's not. That's what causes that thing where you stick the string in and you start tuning and you're almost there. Then you hear a pop and the ball has slipped off the end of the peg, and now you've got a quarter of an inch of play, so you have to start tuning again. So with that curve, the ball stays clear of the end of the peg, and it just slides in that little slot, the string does, and then the ball fits just below the bridge and the guitar, the face of the guitar. What is that called? The face? The front? I'm having a brain aneurysm. Are there any other aneurysms out there? I don't think you can have an arm aneurysm, or can you? Okay, anyways, yeah, whatever the front of the guitar is called. The cap, no, that's true with electric guitar. The top, I don't know. Why am I obsessing over this? Anyways, just below the bridge and the top of the guitar, that's where the ball should reside. Not at the end of the peg. Whew, that took a bit. Okay, so let's move on here. You can see that the pegs aren't going down far enough, even with a lot of pressure. I think I even tapped them with a fret hammer, and they just would not go down. So we're going to open up the holes here. Let's speed that up. So next is the tuners. I don't show that part on video where I'm opening up the holes. I went out and got a rat tail file and just opened it up really quickly. Eventually I do that. So here's the tuners, really nice, really pretty, weathered or antiqued, whatever you want to call that, with, looks like walnut, or at least stained to look like walnut. So the openings on the head for the eyelets for the tuners, the holes were too big. So take a little soap. Well, first I took a straw, like a heavy-duty plastic straw, something you would get in a nice cup, one of those tumblers. Cut those length that we needed, soaped them up on the outside, as you can see. This creates a lubricant that dries to create a very nice solid fit that won't slip out, unless you want it out. You use a lubricant like an oil, then it stays oily. Then we're just pressure fitting these, keep going, pushing it in. It went over the end of the tuner. I believe this is my son. Yeah, this is my son. He's not, he doesn't work on guitars as much as I do, so he's handling some of the less precise, I guess. That's not an insult towards him. He could definitely do what I do. He just isn't experienced in it. So, yeah, he's putting on the screws for the tuners and push them in. I love the tuners on this guitar. Just beautiful. And the choices Dane made, the black pick guard with the black bridge and nut, and then these walnut. Now, some people say, why not mahogany to match the back of the guitar? The bridge and what is it? The bridge, not the saddle of the bridge, but the bridge itself is a walnut, or at least I'm not good with wood. Good with wood. Weird. Shout out to Bobby Duke's Bobby Duke Arts. Yeah, check out his channel. It's hilarious. He's an amazing artist. He doesn't need my recommendation. He's got tons and tons and tons of viewers. But for your own good, check out Bobby Duke's art, or Bobby Duke Arts. It will come up. Bobby Duke that will show up. Bring it. What am I saying? Yeah, check it out. You'll thank me and thank yourself, and thank him too. Now, unfortunately, some of the video I lost, don't know how, or I forgot to record. I can't remember. But here's Dane taking off the pick guard. Got so lucky that this came off as nice as it did. I believe we started with a super hot watered down rag, laying on top of it for a bit to moisten up anything underneath it. And then we just started pulling and cutting with a knife, mostly pulling. And the pickguard came off without any wood pulling up. But what we missed out on videotaping or recording, I'm so old, videotaping. What we missed out on was us sanding down the top, putting a couple layers of True Oil, and then creating the pick guard. It's a unique pick guard. I've never seen anything like it. Dane's concept, my design. I wish I would have taken more time sanding the edges of the pieces that we cut for the pick guard, but the idea is wonderful. Good job, Dane. We'll just put pictures up of that and the finished guitar, because there's really nothing else to watch. So here come the pictures.
Hey everybody, I'm Dane, and today I'm going to show you the Lily Among the Thorns that I picked up years ago for 15 bucks, then threw a few bucks into it, and my dad and I restored it, mostly him. I'm going to go ahead and start from head to toe here. We're going to start with the beautiful head with this lily that was hand drawn in there with paint. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to check the back here on these custom tuners. There are actually wood on the ends and these cool little cog pieces down at the bottom. I absolutely love it. Heading down the neck, we can see the inlays. Now these are just stickers, and they were kind of a nuisance to put on, but they're absolutely beautiful and they've held up amazing. Believe it or not, that was the most expensive piece to do this, and I'll go over the cost of everything when we get to the end. So also down here, the name of the guitar, the Lily Among the Thorns. Then we've got my favorite part of everything, which is the pick guard here. So this pick guard started with just this. And then we had another piece, a couple blank ones, that my dad's idea was to make it a little bit unique. And so we decided to cut all these little pieces out, and he put all those things on there just beautifully. And you'll never see another pick guard like this. It's one of a kind. There's a new nut and a new saddle on as well, and some upgraded gold pegs, as well as upgraded gold on the parts right here for the strap and on the back. So to give you an idea of what something like this cost upgrade, guitar was 15 because it was used, it was beat up. The tuners were about 15 to 20 bucks. So it puts us at 30. Then the inlays were 20. So that puts us at 50. Then believe it or not, the pick guards were only 10 bucks. So that's $60. And then the nuts and the saddle and everything, those all came together and that was like another 10 bucks. So we're $70 in total, which is amazing for such a guitar that plays so well and looks so beautiful.
This is Mark Johnson for Iconica Studios. Thanks for watching, you wieners. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and I love getting your comments. And don't forget to put down the lid and turn off the lights when you're done in the restroom. Night.